Intelligence. I'm Intox along with
Bdot, baby.
Hey, let's get it, bro.
Welcome to episode 155.
155. What's up, baby? We back.
Where you been, baby?
We back, man.
Where you been hiding at?
Man, fucking job.
If you want to get into it.
Fucking job had me.
Had you by the stranglehold?
Yep, had me on the string, man.
But you was making that money, though.
Yeah. All right, so what happened was...
Here we go. Let's get into it.
You supposed to sign your name up, for on call, whatever, right? So I signed my name up, and we had a guy quit.
Oh yeah, that hurts every time that happens, because then that closes down the shop. Instead of 6 weeks, it's now 5, and that feels like it shows up a lot quicker.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
So he quits, and I told you I put my name down on one box.
Right.
Somebody goes behind me and put my name down under the next box.
Oh, like just starts putting you across the board, right?
No, he just put me down. So I'm like, who the fuck put my name down here?
Right.
So now I got 2 on calls, right?
Right.
So now I'm like, you know what? I worry about that shit when they get here.
Yo.
So it got here. I was like, you know what? We're in the slow season. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it, I do it. I do 2 back to back. They said, all right, cool.
My bad.
So that's what happened. So I did 2 on calls back to back.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying? And I could have came the first Wednesday, for real. I could have came the first one because they didn't call me until late.
You got a late call.
Yeah, I got a late call.
You just knew something was coming, though.
Yeah.
You felt it.
And then
You probably could have made it, but it would have been tight. So I got
Right.
you. I got you.
And then last week, I couldn't have made it because they called me.
You was
They
called
called
way
me.
before time. Right. He was
right.
already involved.
Right. So that's what happened with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Any
saying?
cool adventures along the way?
Any cool adventures?
What have you been up to? What have you been seeing out there? You see any more ships in the sky? You see anything good?
That's crazy you said that.
Uh-huh.
I haven't seen one lately, but I seen one today.
Son of a... See?
I feel like I seen one today just
Felt it.
hovering.
I felt it. Yeah.
It was just sitting in the sky, coming here,
On the way here?
on the way here.
Nice. See?
And I'm like, is anybody seeing
You
this?
know where you're going. Welcome to Awkward Intelligence.
I'm like, is anybody seeing this? But I'm figuring they can't see it because they in traffic.
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And They,
Well, most
they just
people-
looking straight.
Most people aren't looking up at
Right.
the moment. Yeah,
Ain't nobody looking up. But
Right.
I seen it
Yeah.
coming around the corner,
Mr. Scanning the Skies over here.
coming off the exit. I just happened to look up, and I'm like, damn, what the fuck is that? Just sitting in the sky, just hovering
Nice.
with a bright ass light.
Yeah, they're out there. That's why I say if you're tuned into the right frequencies, you'll be able to. That's why it's easy for people to go, that ain't real. I ain't never seen nothing. Or, I was in the same area and I didn't see nothing.
Right.
People can, we got to remember that if this is all on frequencies, then that, you know what I mean? Like if you're not tuned to those frequencies, you're definitely not going to see it, and you can still be in the same moment, so.
Yes, sir.
So we have to believe in that too, that we're all living the same, we're all living in the same areas and regions, but we're not all seeing everything and feeling everything the same way because we're all tuned to different frequencies.
Right. Bomb droppers.
There it is. Open it right
Wow.
up. Let's
Why
get
that
it.
sound so loud?
I turned it up a little bit.
That one sound.
Was it good?
Damn.
I'm
I
trying-
thought it was thundering outside for real. Let's say.
It's like we need to get more impact with that. So I turned it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's see where we go.
Damn.
Let's see how this feels.
That shit turned
See?
up.
Immediately felt it.
I definitely
felt it.
I definitely felt it.
Yeah. I felt it
definitely-
because I turned it up last week when I was doing the show. I turned it up and I hit it a few times and was like, okay, this thing's got more energy now.
Yeah, that
So I was like,
motherfucker.
let's keep it right there. So yeah, see? Felt that first one.
That shit crank.
Immediately felt it. That's what we're going for. Impact, baby.
Hey, let's get it, bro.
Yeah, that
And
shit.
that one's a little more out there too now. see?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All of them are a little stronger. Makes it a little. I was noticing, like, as we were editing and stuff and putting it together, I'm noticing in the audio that those weren't as loud as like the music was. Music, sits at a good level.
Right.
And you can see what that level is. And then you look at that and it's supposed to be a sound effect to give that same kind of crazy effect, and it was a smaller wave, and I was like, oh, we can turn that up. Like it almost like it sounded like it could be too loud, but it's not. When it records it and puts it down, it's, you know what I mean? It still has the impact, but it's not over. Right. Even though sometimes in the phones it might sound a little more, woo, that's just because we're right here. We're in it, And so when people got those headphones on, they're going to feel it.
Ooh. Bomb droppers. Yeah, for real. I got to get used to that
Welcome
one.
to the motherfucking show.
Yeah. And then when they had me on call, of course, the holidays came up and shit.
Right. Oh, yeah. We got to talk about that. We need to talk about that.
The holidays came up. Seeing my family.
Nice.
My grandmother had a birthday on the 26th of November.
Happy birthday, Grandma.
She turned 83.
Nice.
Looking 34.
Right.
For real, man. I'm like, damn, Grandma,
aging backwards.
That's
man.
what's up, man.
We're aging backwards, man. You just got to take care of yourself and stop eating this processed bullshit out here. Yeah. That's where it took a turn. We started eating too much processed shit. We got to just eat a little more healthier.
I agree.
Cooking it ourselves, getting our getting your greens in and different things. Just mix it up. We talk about it all the time. Mm-hmm. Just got to change it up. Mm-hmm. You got to cut some things out, change some things, fix some things. I'm still, like I said, I'm still there with you. I had cheesecake yesterday and the day before.
Cheesecake? Man.
So, you know what I mean? And so, and some pumpkin pie. I saw pecan pie too. I had some pecan pie as well. So, you know what I mean? I'm still hitting the sweets. I'm still doing the things. I'm just as vulnerable as anybody else.
Right.
But that's why we talk about it, because nobody's perfect, and we're all gonna, we all have our little things that we like, and those are the things we got to work on.
Yeah,
those are the things we're working.
I don't know what it is now. I just been smashing salt and vinegar chips.
Right.
I mean, I don't know what it is. I just gotta have some salt and vinegar chips.
Just like you're just feeling that. Well, you know what? That's what they say. It's like if you're vibing to that, right? Something within that idea there, the vinegar or something, right, is something your body needs right now, and so it's like calling it to yourself. You know what I mean? Kind of a thing. So that's what they say. Like your body will always That's why sometimes they say you have weird cravings. You might have a weird craving where you're like, I'm not usually into that, but for some reason that looks good or whatever, and you'll want to eat it or something or try it. They say that's, there's something in that you need nutrients wise or something, and it's using that as a vessel to get it to you. I don't know.
Hey, let's get it, bro.
That's crazy.
Could be some idea to that, because we attract everything, obviously. Right. So if we're having a craving, that's attracting it to us, and if we run into something that we were like curious about, we're attracting it. That's what all that is. That's that law of attraction. One of those laws.
Damn, that is wild. Yeah, I don't know what it is with that, man. But I'll tell you a spot where you need to go.
Where we going?
If you haven't been yet. Good food. Good service.
Where's it at?
Clean on the inside.
Where's it at? No, I was kidding.
I'm telling you, I went back the second day and just to tell them that the food was good.
He's like, I just popped in to say thanks.
Yeah. The crazy, the lady who was serving us, her name was Kaya. And I was
Shout out Kaya.
I was like, you know what? I can't forget that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cooking with Kaya and shit. So.
Oh.
I just thought.
That's where you went?
Right. No. Funny.
How dare you, sir?
Funny.
This is how a porno starts.
Oh, shit. Funny.
All right, my bad.
So, what's her name? Oh, her name was Kaya. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. She was like, man, I'm going to make sure y'all come back.
Right.
I'm going to make sure y'all come back.
This is how service is supposed to work. I'm with it. They're supposed to show you a good time and you feel comfortable and you want to come back.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's it. That's how it works.
I think it was black owned.
Okay. You still haven't given us the name of it, though.
I know.
Okay, we're leading up.
That's what I'm waiting on.
Doing the thing? Okay,
yeah.
I got you. My bad. I didn't get the memo.
I'm trying to make it juicy.
Okay, here we go.
Like that pork chop I had.
I'm invested now.
But
I'm invested.
Man, you walk in, the atmosphere nice. You know, everybody speaking to you.
Right.
Got a menu.
Okay.
Let me see. The price is not too high. You know,
It's like medium prices. Like you're gonna pay about $20 for like the most 20 to 25 for a most expensive.
Yeah,
plate? Gotcha.
somewhere around there.
Okay.
But it's gonna fill you up though.
Right. It's plenty of food.
Plenty of food.
Good amount of food. I got you.
You know, you got food for the night and tomorrow.
Okay. Yep.
You know
Big
what I'm saying?
plates.
So this fed 2 people.
Big plate. Oh, what? You got one plate and fed 2 people?
Yeah. It's fed 2 people. And we had
Nice.
some more
Right.
left
Oh yeah,
over.
you got to get some, and did you get an appetizer?
Definitely got an appetizer.
Nice. Okay.
Let me tell you where we went.
Okay.
We in the car. We was going to another spot. We was going to, I wanted my Akibo.
Oh, okay. Right. Just
Right.
wanted to go clean. I got it.
So I wanted to go to Tropical
Cafe.
Cafe.
Okay.
I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yep.
And I was like, damn, I want one of, I want an Akibo with
Do you
peanut
get a
butter.
smoothie too, or just
Just
the
an
bowl?
Akibo.
Okay, straight up. Got it.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, damn, I want some peanut butter.
Okay.
And my lady was like, you know what? I want to go here and Georgia Peach.
It's called Georgia Peach.
It's called Georgia Peach.
Where's this place at?
This is in
Towson? Northern Baltimore?
Not Towson.
Parkville?
It's in Baltimore, near Morgan.
Morgan. Okay. Gotcha.
It's in the shopping center.
If you look
it's
it
in the
up,
shopping center.
Georgia Peach in Baltimore.
Yes.
Got it.
Man,
Maybe I'll throw it on the screen, the address.
when I tell you
Here we go.
the cornbread,
The cornbread. Had you licking your fingers, didn't it?
Man, this was some good ass cornbread. You hear me?
How many times did you bite your finger?
Probably 3. I got a little swellness right here. Now for real, man, the cornbread is amazing.
It's amazing.
Everything is good though, but that cornbread is amazing.
So what else did you get?
We got cabbage.
Oh, like stir fried cabbage or something, or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just straight up cabbage.
How's that work?
Man, is it straight up cabbage, and
Yeah.
the juice to the cabbage is good.
Right. Oh, it got good flavors. Did it?
Yeah.
What they do? They put bacon or pork or something in it?
No, it
Nothing?
wasn't no meat
No,
in there.
no meat. Okay.
It wasn't no meat. It was just straight cabbage.
How
juice.
are they getting that good juice in there?
It's Georgia Peach.
It's amazing.
So
Ooh, they doing
they
it
from
with peaches?
Georgia.
They doing it with peaches?
Nah. It came with rice,
You got cabbage and rice.
rice.
Yep. Did you say the appetizer you got?
No, not yet.
Okay.
No, I didn't get an appetizer then. No, I got dessert though.
Okay. Well, what's the main course? We didn't get the main course yet. Or the cabbage and rice was the main course.
Cabbage, rice,
Okay.
mashed potatoes,
Mashed potatoes. Little gravy.
gravy, and smothered pork chops
Ooh, and some smothered pork chops.
with fried onions. You gotta ask for the onions. If you don't ask for the onions,
You gotta get the stir fry.
You're not getting no onions.
I got you.
But-
You gotta add that. Okay.
Definitely ask for the onions. I think they're gonna ask you if you want onions.
If you want it or
don't.
not, right? They might ask you.
But say yes.
Say yes.
Please. Say yes, folks.
Yes.
I'm telling you, the half and half was good.
Okay.
I got the dessert for the first time.
What'd you get? Peach cobbler?
No, we got Oreo cake.
Oreo cake?
Oreo cheesecake.
At Georgia Peach?
Yeah, it was an Oreo cheesecake. And that thing was smacking. 'Cause
Oreo cheesecake's good.
Yeah, because
That's a
normally
good
I
one.
don't.
I would get that one.
I don't eat cheesecake.
That's
like
what I would
that.
get. I would get an Oreo cheesecake. That
Yeah.
does sound good. Because I'm like that ice cream where they call it cookies and cream. That's like one of my favorite ice creams.
Hell
like
yeah.
anything with like Oreos in it or whatever, that idea is just amazing. Especially ice cream or something like that or cheesecake. It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then they had a strawberry. They had a strawberry cake too.
Okay.
Cheesecake. So that's what I got the second time I went back.
Oh shit! You went back and got another one?
Yeah, I went back to thank him.
Yeah. And then
Like, hey, this is some good ass food
and
here.
you just got cheesecake and rolled?
I got a cheesecake and another half and half.
Oh, okay.
But then,
Something for the road. I got you.
yeah, but then when I got home, I was a little upset because I wanted the cornbread.
Oh,
I said, damn, I ain't get the
Should've got the
cornbread.
cornbread,
Man, that'd have been good with this damn half and half right now.
that's true.
But
That'd have been a good mix.
yes, sir. I
Cornbread
don't know
and
what
half
they
and
do
half.
to they fucking cornbread, but it don't taste like no cornbread.
Okay. I'm gonna have to check this out. I guess
It's a better taste, bro.
date night. Have to
Telling
fix
you.
date night. Yeah.
Telling you, you're gonna
Does
go
it sit
back.
down like enough space, sit down and chill, or what's that?
Yeah.
Or is it like a takeout?
Yeah, you could sit down and
Did it
chill.
feel crowded? Was it crowded?
Nah, it wasn't crowded at all.
Okay. All right.
It wasn't crowded at all. But I told Kanye and them I'm gonna make them pack, man, because the food was so
Here we
good.
go. Here we go.
Because the food was so good, man. And like I said,
I
I
gotta
think
check
it's
this
black
out.
owned.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of black people in there working and shit.
Right.
So
Family owned or something. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what we promote here, family wealth and all that stuff and getting back to actually creating again.
Right.
And trying to put something together where your family can create. It's like we look back with the whole, we haven't said that in a long time, but like the MAGA 1491, right? What were we don't have that history of what was going on at that time before all this other shit showed up. All this stuff's new. But what it is it's all new to us at this moment, but it's really a lot of just ancient shit that was already here. That's why it's technology. You know what I mean? Is because they have to create technologies in order to compete with what we can do naturally.
bomb droppers.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
So that's why that whole machine, that was the whole, us versus AI versus machine, all these different things and stuff like that. It's like, it was all programmed in us because that's what it was all about. It was always about the machines trying to take over.
Right.
So.
Yeah. So basically, we already had technology here.
Yeah, it's always been here.
Yeah.
We just were, it was hidden from us until
Right.
we all started remembering it. And then people started doing it again. And that's what started bringing it all about. And that's why in the last 100 years, we've went from nothing. They tell us we went from a horse and carriage to what we have now in basically 100 years. That's crazy, right? Like, that's not even fucking believable anymore.
Right.
Like, no, that's because we remembered that fast. When they took it away from us and stripped us of our cultures and took our ideas away and started teaching us the what would be known as the Rothschild dynasty or whatever, who got control of the education system and stuff like that. Once they controlled the narrative, they taught us their history that they wanted us to know.
Yeah.
We don't know any of that history. We've talked about that before. I mentioned
That's why
it.
we got to unlearn what we learned.
Right. Well, you got to relook at it. We got to relook at it again and go, wait a minute, what was really going on with this? Because they didn't tell us the truth about any of this shit.
Nothing.
They didn't tell us the truth about any of this shit. Because it's like a big one that people want to probably try and debate today, even to this day, right? Is the whole slavery situation. We've talked about that a few times. We understand that there was massacres and things that were going on at that time. And it's like, but when you really look back at the situation, you got to go, wait a minute. I think those were just moments in time that happened, and they've tried to run that like that was a whole narrative of shit. And it's like, that's the propaganda. That's how it works. You know what I mean? Is you take these incidents and you make them sound like it was the worst thing ever happening, and it went on for all this time. You're like, there's no fucking way we would have let our people go through that for time after time. Those might have been small massacres that happened, and think about it. It's probably what happened. Like I said, those were probably like times where we revolted, same like we're trying to do now. It's probably a time where we revolted, and then a lot of that shit happened due to that. You know what I mean? Not saying that they weren't cruel and did their own things, obviously, but they've been doing it since the beginning. We know that. They're still in our children. Come on, people. Like, we know they've been fucking with us this whole time. We get it. But I think that's a narrative we've got to look back at and start to get some better context with, because I think there's more to story is what I'm trying to get at. There's more to it than what they've told us because they traumatized us with that information. Like, think about it. We're learning that as children. That's not something you learn as an adult and go, okay, hey, now that you're an adult and you kind of understand the world more and, this and that, here's what they've done to us with this history. They would teach you that.
Right.
And you would think that would be something we'd have to understand. And you'd understand it to go, here's why it was wrong. Here's why people shouldn't do these things. And come with all that. But it's like they're teaching it like it's just some history of slavery was a thing. You know what I mean? And it was like, no. It should have never been a thing.
Right.
You're telling me it was a thing. I don't think people were just out here enslaving people. Like, that's a crazy world. Think about that. How did anybody exist if all they were doing was slaving everybody? You know what I mean? Like, we got to think about it like that, too, in the whole world. If everybody was just slaving everybody, how did anybody exist? Where did we come from? We just got to ask those questions. You know what I mean? Crazy.
There you got me.
I'm just saying, I think there's more to that story. We got to look into it. There's a lot more going on. And that's just one example. That was just me throwing an example out. But, when we look at the history they've taught us about the U.S., they've taught us about all these things, it just it's not adding up anymore. We're not falling for the bullshit, And so it's trickling out. Look at the world. Look at where we're going. Look at what's happening. Look at what's, like we say, everything's like a trigger. Everything's an event. It's not the surface shit that they keep trying to show you on the news and things like that. They're not. There's still half truth in you in a lot of things. And that's the part that we're deciphering. That's the part we have to look into.
Man, I haven't watched the news in years now.
Right.
Now I can say that for real. I haven't been following the news.
Yeah, I just get clips here and there, following Telegram channels and stuff like that. I'll get clips of things that are happening in the media news, but yeah, I'm not following it whatsoever. I just get the clips and then I see what they're saying, and then what I do is I catch a podcast or two a day the next day or so, and it'll talk about shit that's going on with that, and then try to, they'll help try to decipher it a little more. Oh, they're talking about this, and Trump signed this, and this person did this, and then a day or so later, somebody will have a podcast going, here's what's going on with this, and these are the different moves. And you catch a couple different things in social media, and you see what they're talking about, and then you cross-reference all that shit, and you start to get an idea of maybe what's happening, and you start putting it together, and then it'll come to you. You'll see synchronicities. You'll see confirmations. We'll end up having a conversation about something, and it'll make sense then. All of a sudden, something will pop and go, oh, that's why I was looking at this earlier or whatever. That's the whole shit. You just remember. You start remembering, You just needed more information. The more information you have, the better, understanding of everything you can have. You get all the angles. That's all it is. You're just trying to get all the angles. Keep searching.
Hey, let's get it, bro.
Yeah.
Keep searching.
A lot of people is brain fog right now. That's why you got to take that lion's mane.
There it is.
To get your memory back. To remember what you done been through. What's, who you are and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Got to take that lion's mane.
You got to reverse the curse.
Got to.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to. And that's, like I said, there's detoxing your body, when you take these different supplements, like I was telling you, a while back, I hadn't taken it in a while, but I'm going to get back on something, is the black seed oil and oil of oregano, that helps, detox your body, get some of these things out of us that have just been in here because we're just throwing all this processed fats and bullshit in us, and, all the fucking red 40s and the fucking bullshit that they got in all these foods. Another thing, I keep bringing this up, but when are we going to start holding these grocery stores accountable for what they're holding on their shelves? Because we've said it before. I've heard everybody say it across the nation, and in the different things, is if your grocery store has a health section, then what's the rest of the store? Because it all should be healthy food. We should be eating healthy foods. How are you calling some foods more healthy than others? and then still serving it to us and going, yeah, well, that's all we got.
Right.
How did this happen? How did we let this happen?
I have no idea, man, but I'm seeing a lot of food just coming up. Not food, you know.
Right.
Some foods, like lettuce and shit.
Well, you
They
heard
had a damn frog in there.
you heard the newest thing with Campbell's, right? Campbell's came out and said, and they got a leaked audio that said where the CEO was talking about how the meats are all 3D printed now, and it's all this bullshit.
Yeah.
So everybody's boycotting Campbell's. And you would think like it took a fucking big dump, right? And it's like, but the stock price only dropped about $1. It didn't even move really. Because then we had to realize they're tied into more companies than just Campbell's. Mm-hmm. They have about 20 other companies, which is all the other shit we buy from them. So it's hard. We got to look at that and start figuring out, okay, we got to dump a lot of products, you know?
Hey, let's get it, bro.
Damn.
That's how you want to play it. You got to dump their products and stop buying their stuff. Like Snyder's Pretzels. Snyder's Pretzels, I think, is like, they own that. I threw a picture up on my Instagram, I think it was. If you go to the at ppeintox on Instagram, I think I threw a picture up on my reels that shows a picture of like all the different brands that Campbell's is like connected to, and it's like 20 more other brands. So just to get an idea, you never know. Damn. Check it out. See if see if you're in tune with it. You know, maybe it doesn't matter to you.
Got to be more careful, folks. Got to be more careful. I know you don't like reading the back of the box.
Yeah, we got to hold them accountable. We got to hold them accountable.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. You know, like it's not, you know, it is what it is, but we just got to hold them accountable. It's, you know, it's our health. How do we let it get this far?
Yeah, for real.
We were all fucking asleep at the wheel. We didn't see shit going on. We just kept going, oh, wow, look at this. This is cool.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? But shit be happening while we sleep, though, sometimes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers sign some shit overnight while motherfuckers sleep. And
Well, that right.
In the morning.
Well, that's the problem.
Like, what the fuck?
That's what we realized.
What happened?
I thought we were in control of the government. No, the government's in control of us, and that's the problem.
Bomb droppers.
Yeah.
Right.
That's where it went. So you
like, what the fuck?
When did they take over?
When did we agree on this?
Right.
When did we have it sit
I
down?
didn't agree on shit.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you just go ahead and sign this shit like fuck.
Right.
It's cool.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If we're a free nation, how can other people pick what we're supposed to can and cannot do?
Right.
If this is a free nation.
Right.
How free are you? Like you talked about that before. How free are you? If you can't even choose your own situation, somebody's out there choosing it for you. Right. How's that freedom?
Bomb droppers. Yeah, for real.
These are the things we got to ask ourselves, you know? And then everybody sits there and goes, well, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to start. Start by holding these people accountable. Hit them where it fucking hurts. Yeah. Why are you still paying taxes? Why are you not going up there and getting exempt? You know, why are you still paying your mortgages? You're still paying their system. If you're just going to keep paying their system, they're going to have control. You got to stop these systems. That's what's holding everything up. You know?
Yeah.
And everybody's trying to do it, but if everybody's not involved, then it doesn't happen. You know, we have to get, just like, you know, the other boycotts people have hit and people have done. They've shut things down when they actually really go after it, you know? And so that's the thing. We have social media. That's what social media is about, where we can throw ideas out and say, hey, maybe this is something we should be doing. Let's look into this, you know? And then everybody gets on board.
I mean, it's cool to boycott, but I feel like some people, they boycott the wrong shit.
Well, because it can be used for evil too. You know what I mean? Like it's not everybody's got a just cause. You know, it's like we should be boycotting these places because they're putting chemicals in our food.
Right.
We get that. But some people do it for other bullshit. Oh, they just didn't put the right bathroom in here. I'm going to boycott. Come on, people. That's the confusion. That makes people like us go, oh, that's all bullshit. You know what I mean? We don't think about it. That's what keeps us going because we're just like, oh, they're over here making up shit, you know? We don't think about it, but then we have to actually start looking at these things and going, wait a minute, what's going on here? You know? So yeah, it can be used for bad. It's not everybody's got good intentions.
Damn. Should just be wild out here, man. The energy is definitely...
But the energy's different. It definitely is different.
It's definitely different, man. It's a lot of crazy shit happening that you wouldn't think that happened. Like, there was a shooting in Stockton, California.
Okay.
You hear about that?
I didn't hear about that one, but I heard about the one in D.C.
It was at a birthday party.
Okay.
At a kid's birthday party.
Somebody's popping off.
Somebody, I don't know if they just came up and start shooting at the party. I don't know if they wanted to get the parents or what. Right.
They didn't.
I don't
nobody
know.
knows who they went out to.
I'm gonna look it up some more, and then
I got you.
But I'm like, then what the fuck? But 19 got shot, and then 4.
Oh, it was like a mass shooting.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear about this one.
And then 4 got unalive.
Right.
At a kid's birthday party.
That was a jumping party. There's a lot of people there.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a lot of kids gonna be there.
Well, I mean, family. You know what I mean? It's probably a bunch of
Yeah.
family. You know, because that's what we used to do. It would be all a bunch of family members, and we'd all be family, and all the kids would be there. So yeah, I got you. It's you can get a good amount of people real quick.
Yeah, you can.
Especially if you have a bigger family. So yeah.
Right.
Understandable. I got you.
Yeah. So the energy is definitely changing, bro. I don't know if you felt the energy. What was that, Tuesday?
This
week?
It
was
a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Yesterday or the week before? Like before Thanksgiving or after? Like yesterday?
Yesterday
Was Tuesday.
Yesterday. Yeah, bro. Yesterday was muggy. It was just.
Oh, the rain and all the bullshit.
Yeah.
The whole sheet of.
It was just gray, bro.
Right. It didn't get like bright at all.
At all. It was just like dull.
It was just chill. Yeah.
I'm like, what is going on now?
Maybe they're blacking out the skies again, trying to hide some shit. That's what they say sometimes when they blanket stuff like that. Because like it was from like I looked it up. It was from like Atlanta all the way to like Maine. Was just a blanket of shit coming across the whole East Coast right here. I looked it up and I was like, look at this shit. It's like it's like covering the whole East Coast. Maybe they're hiding something. Maybe 3-Eye Atlas flew by and said what's up, and they blanked it out for us, so we couldn't see it.
Oh damn! What's going on with that? You hear anything about that lately?
Anything new? No, other than that. I mean, they're just upgrading. We're still shooting upgrades, and I think they're every time it hits certain points, it's been doing different things. So it's been shooting out different energies, and they said that those people that are on that ship, we won't be able to see them or interact with them. We got a long way to go. Like they're high up in power, you know what I mean? And like as in, energy and dimensions and things like that, to where we got some way to go before we can even visualize who the fuck they really are. Somebody said that. I don't know.
Hey, let's get it, bro.
But they could see him, but we can't.
Well, they know of them. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. They might already be at those levels. Some of these people might already be at levels like that. You know what I mean? Like some of us are more awake than others. It just depends. Some people are more activated than others at this moment. And so it's possible that some of these people, are having visions of these people and knowing and talking to them and having, interactions through telepathy, these different things.
Oh,
because they're at these levels already.
Okay.
And then they're telling us.
You talking about like regular
that
people?
The general public, like the general public is not going to be able to like really interact with those people until they level up a lot more than what, you know what I mean? And even some of us aren't at those levels yet, you know what I mean? But we're on our way. That's all I'm saying. We're on our way, but it's just.
Didn't they say?
So that's why we see it as a rock.
Didn't they say it's supposed to arrive here in November or some shit?
It was going to be the closest to Earth, like on November something like that, I think. And then it's going to be the closest to sun. And then it went around the sun, like back in like October or something like that. It went behind the sun and swung back around. So that's it. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really been tracking it or worried about it for the most part.
Yeah.
But just, I get the clips here and there of what's kind of update on it or whatever, or where it's at, or if it's doing something, glowing different or something. People are always saying something about it. It's doing something, but I just know that it's shooting out energies. It's upgrading our planetary system right here, and it's just shooting out energies and upgrading us. It's throwing out upgrade energies. So I know that, it's here to help. It's here to clean things up. It's not here to fuck with us or do anything weird. They're such high benevolent beings that they're just excited to be here. They've been waiting for this moment for a long time, just like everybody else. Just like we have, as we remember, our time here has been a while. We've been here a while. So.
Yeah. This shit is crazy out here, man. You been dreaming lately?
I haven't been, for me personally, I haven't been dreaming very, super vivid to where I'm remembering.
Right.
But I have been having dreams where I'm like, okay, I'm in different places, different environments, but like some of the similar people are there. I'm in some, I think I was flying one time or something, or like floating or something was happening where
That's a good one.
I didn't feel like I was on, I was on the ground.
Yeah.
I felt like something was going on, but I couldn't really
see what
observe
it was.
it all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know you're talking about.
So I had that feeling at one time, different times like that. And so, I've had some things going on, but I don't, you know what I mean? I'm not, there were some times a while back that we've talked about them, different dreams where, I'm having this vivid idea of all these different things. It's but I'm not getting that right now. I'm just getting,
right.
But I know I'm doing shit. I definitely know I'm doing shit, but I must be doing some cool shit that I just can't remember right now. They don't want me to remember because then I'll come on here and tell y'all too much shit.
Bomb droppers.
They don't want me revealing the stories yet. Come on. You got to wait for that.
Man, that's crazy, man. I'm just starting this. I'm seeing my numbers again.
Gotcha. I definitely see a lot of synchronicities just in life all the time. You know what I mean? Definitely see that constantly still.
Yeah.
That's still a thing. I'm still seeing the 12-12s, the 10-10s.
Yes,
I just saw 33-33 earlier when we were talking about something. So, yeah, you know what I mean? So it's I'm still seeing all the numbers and things like that. So that's awesome.
Yeah, and I don't really look at my phone like that when I'm driving in my work truck, right? Because they got the little cameras up now, so we can't be on our phones and shit, right?
Monitored.
So I don't look at my phone like that, right?
Yep.
The moment I decided to look at my phone,
But when I do,
it's fucking triple numbers, bro.
every time, it's 111.
I'm like, what is? And that's be the number. It be 1111.
1111, right?
111 333 444
Catching them all.
555.
See what I'm saying? You're just riding the wave, man. Just riding the wave. That's just telling you, you're hitting your marks. Everything you're doing is
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. And every time
you're right
Bruh,
where you need to
I
be.
swear.
That's what it tells you. If you're seeing them like that,
yeah.
you're right where you need to be.
Yes, sir.
And you need to be thinking about those moments like, what am I learning right now? How am I going to use this in the future? How is this going to help me, move on or whatever? That's the kind of shit I'll be asking, thinking to myself sometimes when I see something, I'm going, okay, I was just doing this. Okay.
Right.
All right, where's this leading me? I'm thinking things like that. So yeah, just a little more aware. Just a little more aware now that we know more about those numbers and things like that. Yeah, man.
I just see them often. 12, 21. I see those backwards.
Yep. Sometimes you get those ones where you're like, you can flip the numbers either way and everything.
Right.
Yeah, that's cool. Definitely.
It's cool, man. I like it. It just like you said, it's let me know that I'm on the right path.
Yep. For everybody out there, same thing. Just if you're seeing those numbers constantly, don't even worry about it. You're doing exactly. You're right where you need to be. That's all it's letting you know, basically. So if you don't know nothing else, like I said, if you're not there thinking about it, like it's somebody who's a little more in tune and advanced with that stuff. If you're not doing that yet, just know if this is happening to you, that's all it's telling you is you're on the path. Just keep going. keep working through the things you're working through and keep doing the thing. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So yeah. Just think about it that way. That way, it's easier to understand right away. And then just do some research.
Yeah.
Hey, let's get it, bro.
Yeah. That's the main thing, folks. Do your research, man.
Just look into it. Things will call you.
Do some research. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I kind of fell off on my research, but I'm still researching.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not strong as how I've been doing it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I still do the shit.
Yeah.
You know, shit crazy.
You've been streaming on TikTok a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. How's that going? How's that going?
It's going all right. It's going all right. You know, I'm just trying to get my little comedy thing jumping on.
Yeah. I jumped on there a few times.
Yeah.
I was checking it out.
You know,
because
people they be coming in and come out and shit like that, but I want them to come in and stay.
Right.
Have a good time for real. You know what I mean? Like
vibe out.
Yeah.
Vibe out.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Vibe out.
you just gotta listen to me for real. Yeah. Like I say some funny shit in the midst of it. You just gotta hear me out.
Right. You got a thing you're doing.
Yeah.
You gotta sit back and watch the show.
You know?
I like it.
Just gotta hear brother out, man. But yeah. You know, TikTok cool, man.
I dig it.
I'm
starting to learn more. Like we just did that episode, me and Mr. Prim, when you weren't here, and he went live, and we were interacting with the chat and everything. That shit was crazy. It was wild.
Yeah, man.
So I was like, I'm learning a little more about how to interact with it a little more. And we talked about the STEM being on there, and so you can learn things on there and stuff. It's all not just junk, because I was like, this is all junk, man. There's not a lot of shit in there.
Right.
I'm just seeing what my friends are up to, really. Like everything else just seemed like junk. Everyone's selling something or fucking doing a makeup tutorial or some bullshit.
Yeah, it's some things on there. Yeah. You know what I mean? You just gotta catch it.
Right. So yeah, I had to learn how to go in there and kind of find things, because one of the biggest things we found, right, was panels where you have like a main person, right, and then you can have like 4 or 5 people in a panel, and then everybody can be talking back and forth and having a discussion. And so there's a lot of people on TikTok just having discussions. Like that's something I learned. I didn't know that was happening like that.
Yeah,
I thought TikTok was just people putting videos out.
Just dancing and shit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like fun stuff, and then people teaching things, and then and then people just, like I said, putting videos out. So like just giving the truth and just putting things out and saying, here, look at this, check this out, this is crazy, or whatever. That's all I thought it was. I didn't realize people were in there doing panels. People were in there doing game shows. People are in here they're doing all kinds. Like TikTok is its own crazy world.
That's what I'm saying.
And it depends on where you go, what you find, and it's wild. So there's some wild shit out there.
Yeah, that's why I like it, man.
I didn't know.
That's why I like it, bro.
So yeah,
you meet different people.
I'm interested. It's interesting to kind of navigate a new environment, even because that's the thing. However I was doing it before, I wasn't even scratching the surface. I didn't know shit about it. It took someone to kind of start showing me some stuff, and I was like, oh, where's the tutorial for this? Nobody tells us how to use this shit. It's just everybody just all of a sudden is doing stuff.
Right.
You're like, how do we figure out how to work it? They're like, maybe I should have searched that, right? How to use TikTok in the search. Maybe there's a bunch of videos. I just
it's definitely a bunch of videos. for real. Like whatever you want to know,
it's on there, right?
It's definitely on there.
Yeah, and that's cool. And I like
definitely on there.
It's just that I think they need to relax the fucking warnings and shit, man. Every time we turn around, it's like how come we can't just be us? Now you're censoring us. That's crazy. That's my thoughts.
What y'all doing? Y'all smoking?
I mean, I don't care what I'm doing. Like as long as I'm not hurting anybody or causing any violence, or what I mean. Like I can do these things as an adult. I should be able to put this stuff on there,
right?
Or whatever. So I don't know. Maybe I don't understand the settings or something. I don't get it. I don't know.
Yeah, some people be on there smoking. I'm like, the fuck?
Right.
When I seen that shit, I was like...
Or just anything, because sometimes...
Motherfuckers on here smoking?
Because I think it said that we cussed too much at one point. And I was like, what? Like, everybody's on here talking shit. Like, come on.
Man, I've been on panels, and all I hear is motherfuckers just swearing.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Those are the
they
good
ain't get
conversations.
right, and they ain't get no,
You know, as long as everybody's respectful.
no flag.
You know, we
Shit.
can say the different shit. You know,
They got ciphers and shit on there,
right? Exactly.
and they be and
There's
they be
DJ
cussing.
spinning and shit. Motherfuckers rhyming. Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
yeah, it's a different world.
They just don't want you to be
It's a whole crazy world over there.
too real, like too on point.
And then did you see? I don't know if I sent that to you, but I posted it on the PPE joint. I think it was where I said the Awkward Intelligence channel got its first fucking strike. We got a warning.
Really?
Yeah. I posted some video about voter fraud shit, and it fucking was like, that's against our guidelines. I'm like, what?
Oh wow.
What? And they gave us our first warning. They're like, and I'm like, off a voter fraud joint? Come on, folks. Y'all don't really want to know the truth, do you?
Wow. Oh, they don't want to get the truth out.
Right. So yeah, they're trying to censor.
Wow.
So the Awkward Intel, it's called AwkwardIntel on TikTok, got a strike warning. So yeah, they're coming. They're still censoring people. Come on, man.
That's crazy. And for real, we should have had two.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember the one that I did? I did the 5 about the CIA and all that.
Yeah.
Shit.
That one is fine.
Remember, right. But I put it on my page.
And it striked you?
Yeah. And it gave me a warning.
Yeah. So then we posted it over there, and it's been fine.
And it went through.
But it got some hits, but they
Right.
throttled the shit out of it. They knew what they're doing. They throttled the shit out of it.
They terrible, man. They terrible.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's my little spot down, man. That's my little spot, TikTok. So if you want to find me, catch me, IMG Bdot at TikTok.
Nice.
IMG
Hey, let's
Bdot.
get it, bro.
Oh, my bad. Say it again.
You good. IMG Bdot
Got it.
on TikTok.
Yeah, I'll throw it up on the screen too. I'll help them out.
If y'all want to come through, slide through, show brother
Say
some
what's
love.
up. Yeah, and then like I said, then stop by the AwkwardIntel one every now and again too. Like I said, what we're gonna eventually turn this show into too is we're gonna be going live on TikTok and running the show that way. So Wednesday nights you'll get the raw footage, and then you'll get the slightly edited for Friday. You know what I mean? For the people on YouTube and everybody else. But TikTok will get a live action, and that's coming soon. We're just putting the fucking pieces together. Right. So you know what I mean? We're gonna have this thing rocking. So check it out.
It's definitely coming together, folks. I don't know if you see the new background, the new scenery, and all that shit.
Yep. They saw the new table.
It's definitely happening. And I was gone for 2 weeks. When I came back, I'm like, damn.
Look,
you know what I'm saying? That fucked me up. I'm like, damn, nice shit. Okay.
Yeah. Upgrades.
That's what it is, Damn, boy, you miss one day and everything changes.
Everything changes, right? Yeah, see, you upgraded
That's how that should be.
Upgraded your energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you show up and you're like, damn, it's fucking upgraded in this bitch. You upgraded your energy. So we got it.
It's all love.
We got it.
It's all love. You hear me?
Yo, you want to get into this song?
Yeah, man.
I wrote a new song yesterday and was able to, it just, like, remember I told you sometimes it'll just channel through? I started with one line. It's the first line that I say. That's what I started with. I started with that line. I wrote it down. I heard a beat or something sparked it. No, I was watching a podcast. That's what it was. I was watching a podcast and they were talking about some different things. And so I came up with the first line. And the first line is standing on my square, fighting off the demons. That's I don't know why I thought that, but I threw that line together. I said, standing on my square, fighting off the demons. So I wrote that down and then had to think about it for a minute and then all of a sudden it just started flowing. I started hitting lines. Put it together, and then within like an hour and a half, I pretty much put the song together. So then
that's crazy because I wrote a song the other day my damn self.
See? So you were saying energies were wild yesterday, right? So I got a blast of energy right here.
I wrote a song my damn self.
So I wanted to share it with y'all here on the podcast for all our cool people that show up here for Awkward Intelligence, right? You guys get to hear it early, right? Before everybody else, because what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to put it together and have it come out on Christmas Eve. That might be where I'm going to come with it. So I'm going to have this thing done and mixed. You know, by the time you see this show, it'll probably be done and mixed and ready to go. So, but yeah, so I wanted to share that with y'all real quick. So here we go. This is called Standing on My Square. I'm just standing on my square, fighting off the demons, and listen real close, cause words have different meanings. They lying to your face and don't plan on stopping. Upgraded my energy, now it's on and popping. I'm here to speak the truth and open up your eyes. Riches beyond measure is no longer the prize. Your health and fam is all that really matters. When I step in the room, my energy scatters. The power is within, don't tap out, tap in. Ain't no excuses, it's time to lock in. So I'm breaking the matrix, one psyop at a time. When I see a bad actor, I pivot on a dime. Gun cock, target lock. No throwing rocks, I'm blowing up the spot. Explosions are all behind me. In God's army is where you might find me. So keep pushing, but party with a purpose. And keep faith that it's all worth it. Cause one day you'll look back and reminisce that all of this was worth all the risk. Standing on my square, I know that you're there. Living life without fear, prepared, not scared. We still here, yeah, we still here. We live forever, ain't going nowhere. Just standing on my square, fighting off the demons. Fighting off the demons, just standing on my square. Fighting off the demons. We still here, ain't going nowhere. Yeah. Just a little quick hitter. Little single for the folks.
Yeah. Short and sweet.
Yep. Yeah, it felt powerful.
Short and
When
sweet.
I finished that joint, I put it together, started listening. So I was like, damn, some fucking power in these words, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's wild. So I'm going to get that mixed up real quick, tighten it up real quick, and we're going to get that thing out. Let's do it. So, yeah. Thanks for listening.
That's crazy. Because, man, I thought it was one bar, too.
Yeah?
That's crazy.
Same deal. Look at that.
And then
see?
I just started going.
It just started flowing.
I feel like
spilt out.
I feel like every line is a fucking bar.
Right.
I don't know what the fuck happened, but every line is a bar. So
Definitely.
when I started, I just said, I could see shit without a crystal ball.
Yep.
I be spitting, I can make a waterfall.
Hello.
Cautious when you run up, you might slip and fall. You might slip and fall. Cell phone and head crack, no one to call. I'm leaving the scene, ain't trying to be involved. I'm a good guy, but I could play with your life like Saw.
Whoa.
Got 'em watching me like a movie they never saw before. I stay in the game because they know I'm going to score. Give me a break. Nah, I ain't Kit Kat. Catch me if you can. I'm in the Hellcat. If your girl got good cat, you catching hell for that. No matter how hard you lock it down, somebody always gonna be around. I came from the struggle, all I know is the hustle. Niggas bite my style, they need to wear a muzzle.
Whoa.
You crazy if you think the world spin. I treat life like poker and go all in. I'm a driver, I'm better than Night Rider.
Ooh.
I roll up on your ass like Easy Riders, cause your ass is grass. I feel the pressure, cause the wall closing in like Indiana Jones. Fire around my body, they say I'm Hellboy. Play with your baby, not me, I ain't no toy. I put you in front of a pass and I ain't talking Troy. You know what I mean? That's what I got right there.
Damn, you had some references in there. That was nice. You hitting
man.
some movies.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
man.
I was like, what the fuck?
Nice.
Like every
And that was just flowing. That just flowed the other
That
day.
just came out.
See, look at that. I already have it memorized too. See,
That's what I'm saying. You know why? That's
I was
why.
like-
Because I was saying it. As I, you know what I mean? As I was writing this shit.
it was just coming to you.
I go
you
back.
could see it. It's almost like sometimes you
Yeah.
can see it. And you're just trying to put it down on paper so you don't forget it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I got you.
Exactly.
Yeah, because that's what it was I wrote about 4 lines,
Right.
and then I was like, I need a beat. So then I went to YouTube, searched out some beats, I went to my guy Rujay, and found one of the beats on there and I found a couple, let's do a couple, and then I found this one and I was like, that's the one. That's the one. And then guess what it's called?
What is that?
The song instrumental was called Still Here. That's what it was called.
Wow.
I was like, wow. And then it just all worked itself out. Standing on my square, fighting off the demons.
Wow. Standing on my square.
That's what this
fighting off
is.
The demons.
That's what this is.
Ooh, you standing on your 4 corners.
Yeah.
You
you
guarding the
standing
4
on
corners.
principle, you standing on truth,
Wow.
you standing on idea.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's what standing on your corner standing on your square means, right?
Yeah.
And then we're talking to the people. So we're fighting off the demons, giving out the information, dropping the knowledge, teaching people. That's the opposite of what the fucking demons want. Demons just want to take over and just have you slushing all over the place all day.
Right. They just want to take your energy. Mm-hmm. They don't want you to make it. They don't want you to make it.
They don't have your best interests at heart.
No.
If you didn't know.
And them demons are out here too, folks.
So yeah.
They are definitely out here. They are around you.
So that's what I think I'm doing in my dreams. Let's go back to that, right?
What's that?
I'm fighting off the demons. I'm fighting off the demons for y'all in this world, and it's like that's one of my jobs. It's there's people out here doing it all over the place. We just don't realize what we're doing. They're not giving it to us just yet because then they don't want us on here talking about it yet. But we're all out here just, working in the realms and doing shit. That's what dreaming is, and different things like that. I mean, you're doing it and you're not. That's what daydreaming is. Think about that. What happens when we've talked about it before, when you're driving. Right. And then all of a sudden you're at your destination and you don't remember even driving there. What were you doing? Where were you?
That's crazy.
So,
do you I might have asked you this before. You ever feel like your car just got you there? Just
on
made
sheer
it.
Willpower?
Something, yeah, basically like you just said.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You just zone the fuck out and then you just...
Yeah, maybe you consciously became the car and just drove yourself there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. That could be us shifting consciousness and we don't even realize what we're doing. You see what I'm saying? We don't realize we're doing it. But that's what we're doing. We're just shifting. Because that's the other thing. I think like my guess, my educated guess, my hypothesis, I guess, right? Is that my hypothesis?
Hypothesis.
Is that when we go to sleep, the reason we go to sleep right now is because our higher self has to use that energy. If we're awake, you can't use all the energy of the body because we're using it for everything else, to interact, to think, to move, to, do this, digest, all these different things, right? But when we're asleep, our body goes into like a stasis and all that energy is just like sitting there. So I think my hypothesis is that our higher self has us asleep so that it can use more energy in a different realm at that moment to do whatever they need to do. That's when we're on missions. That's when we're out there doing shit. You know what I mean? Because we're using as much of our resources as we can in that moment, which is because there's a sleep cycle, we get more energy at those times or whatever. And that's why some days you're sleepy. Some days you're tired. Sometimes you take extra naps and you don't realize why. Sometimes you're just tired. You got to go on a mission. And your body has to shut down in order for you to use that fucking consciousness and power your way through.
Bomb droppers. That's crazy you saying that because now I be going to sleep. Now I'm thinking because sometimes when I come home, like and I lay down and shit, I fall asleep
immediately.
No, not immediately. But I be looking at shit on my phone.
Right. You kind of get wind down,
Yeah. And then I fall asleep and shit, and then I wake up like fuck.
Right.
But sometimes I feel crazy, like I don't know, like my soul didn't come back yet, or or some shit.
Right.
I was like, the fuck? Till I go back to sleep?
No, it's true.
But I gotta use the bathroom.
Sometimes you can wake up before your consciousness fully comes back.
Yeah. And I be feeling crazy, like, what the hell is going on?
I've heard of that.
But then, I could still function and shit.
Yeah. No, but like that's kind of where they talk about that paralysis. They say when you wake up but you can't move kind of shit.
Oh man, I hate that shit.
Yeah, they say that's because your body is activated, but your consciousness isn't all the way there, so you can't move until it's reconnected per se. You know what I mean? So like it's kind of like on its way, but like you just happen to activate already, and then it's like, and then all of a sudden you can move, and you're like, what the fuck was that, or whatever. You know what I mean?
I really hate that shit.
Your consciousness is just out right there.
What they say it is a monkey on your back or some shit.
Right. Or that's when they like you wake up and there's like a succubus on you or some shit, or an incubus, or what do they call it?
Yeah.
That's that kind of shit, right? It's the energy vampires. Sometimes energy vampires are just trying to hold you down, but you're powerful enough. You get up, you figure it out.
And that's where I haven't had one of those in so long.
You've had one of those before?
Yeah, man.
Oh shit!
You never had one of those before?
I don't know.
What the fuck?
Is that normal?
You never had one of those? No, it's not normal. That's why I don't want to. I don't like having them.
You had one?
Yeah.
With an incubus or a succubus?
Like I couldn't wake up. I couldn't get up.
Oh, you couldn't get up. You were just.
I was asleep, and I'm trying to yell,
and you nothing.
But I couldn't. I could hear me yelling in my head.
Right.
You know what I mean? Trying to.
But you were mute, right?
Yeah, but I'm not moving. My mouth not opening. Right. I'm just stuck.
I feel like I've done that in dreams before, where I feel like I was trying to talk or yell or something and nothing was really coming out.
Yeah.
I feel like I've had dreams like that before, but I never felt like I was awake doing that. But I've had dreams where I've done stuff like that.
Bro.
I know that.
You just can't get up.
Right.
You just sitting there just like.
Or like we always talk about how like in your dreams you're always punching slow.
Man. Slow as fuck, bro. My shit.
What is going on here?
Like, would you connect?
Right.
Come on.
And then sometimes you hit them, but you just like barely hit them.
Yeah, the shit don't even, yeah. Like, what the fuck?
You're like, no way. Yeah. I think some of the last few vivid dreams I've had are me fighting and actually whooping some ass. Yeah, it's crazy. It's like I'm like actually my punches are actually connecting, and they're not like fast. I'm not in full control, but they're connecting, and I'm actually doing damage like that. You know what I mean? Like I've had dreams like that, a few vivid dreams over like the last year or two of shit like that where I'm actually doing something. So yeah,
I done had dreams where I done turned to a damn stunt devil and shit. I'm jumping out of windows.
Double or devil? What'd you say?
Devil. Stunt devil.
Stunt devil?
Yeah. I'm jumping out of window.
What?
Yeah, no.
What are we talking about?
A daredevil. Yeah, daredevil. Fuck.
It's like, what did you say? I was just making sure I was following. A daredevil. Okay.
Yeah, I be jumping out of windows and shit with guns in my hand and just shooting shit. Just
See?
tearing shit up.
You're on missions. You're on missions to take shit down. That's what you're doing. And look, you were solo, right?
And I be coming out of
fucking superhero, man. That's your superhero shit.
I be in mazes and shit, like houses, but it be mazes in the houses and shit, and you gotta. It's a certain way you gotta go through the house. Oh man, it's crazy, bro.
Right. I got you.
I got some. Man,
Yeah, I got you, and you know the way.
I had some crazy
You don't
ass
know the way.
dreams, bro. Yeah, I know the way.
You know the way. That
I
means
know
you're
the
fucking-
way.
That's how you keep your lair fucking chill, man. So people can't just walk right in your shit.
I done been in planes.
Yeah.
I done been on bridges where the bridges done collapsed and shit. You got fall in the water.
You fell in the water? You were part of that?
I was part of that.
Oh shit, maybe that's one of your past lives.
I don't
Could be
know.
a past life joint. Yeah. You got taken out on a bridge.
Damn.
It's possible.
Really? Shit.
That's it's confirmation of reincarnation. Come on.
Yo, I be having some weird dreams, bro. Like,
Let's hear it go.
no,
He said no.
I'd be like, how am I in this spot? How
How'd
am
you
I
get there?
in this predicament, bro? Like,
But you get out every
but I
time?
make it. Yeah.
Yeah. You got your own sitcom going on in your dreams?
Yeah.
You
I'm
make it
guessing.
every time. Starts to fall apart, but you
guessing.
make it.
Shit, this is my dream.
Yeah.
I'm gotta make this.
Right. You can change it. If you can change your dreams, you can change your world.
You definitely can change your dreams.
Right.
You definitely
Think about that, right?
You definitely can make your dreams change if you think hard enough in your sleep.
Mm-hmm. Got to learn how to control that shit, right?
Yeah. Shit. Sometimes I be praying before I wake up.
In your dream?
I pray, yeah. I say it in my head sometimes. Like, I pray before I get up.
Yeah. Just cleansing yourself, man. You're cleansing that avatar. Trying to keep them demons away.
Yeah, trying to.
Fighting off the demons.
Trying to. I ain't perfect.
Yo.
Trying to keep them
Well,
away
that's the
from
thing. We're always going to be a battle, per se. You know what I mean? Like, there's always going to be that temptation's always going to be there.
Yeah.
You just got to have to know how to be disciplined and, you know, like we talk about. That's where we're working towards. Because we, you know, like I said, with great power comes great responsibility. So if we end up getting activated and we have these powers and we have these things, you can't just have people who are going to pop off with all these powers, you know?
Right.
You got to learn how to control your emotions and understand how to work it and, you know, and move it and how to use it and, you know, and all these different things and how to be responsible. So that's what we're learning. That's what this is. That's that part. That's why we have the empathy. We understand people. We don't want to hurt nobody, things like that. You know, it's like we have those things in place because those are the lessons we needed to learn, you know.
Right.
So that will teach us how to be good people with great power.
Bomb droppers.
Because these fucks in there now ain't doing shit. They're just hoarding wealth and making sure people stay broke.
That's
Fucking
it.
bullshit.
That's it. All right, so how long ago since they found that money?
Which money?
That Doge money. That
Oh, yeah, we forgot about that.
Yeah.
We don't talk about Doge no more. It never happened. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so they find that, what, April, May?
April, May.
Something like that. April,
we
May,
ain't
maybe
get
into June.
Nothing yet.
Nothing we've talked about yet.
Right.
But I think since then, Elon, I think, was on a podcast. He might have been Joe Rogan or something else. I can't remember. But he was saying that some of the ideas behind finding that stuff is, like, remember how the Social Security scenario was where we had people in there as high as like 350 years old or something and age ranging all the way back down, you know?
Right.
And they were all
They ain't even
collecting-
here.
Right. Some of them, they said, even had birthdays that were like not even here yet. Like, it was their birthday is until like 2042. They're like, they're not even here right now.
Right.
They're projected and they're still taking money right now. So he said what that was the cash cow. It wasn't that they were in there taking Social Security money specifically. You know, it wasn't that they were just collecting Social Security and that's it. He said what that was by not declaring them dead, they were able to then open the cash cow to all these other systems that are tied into the government that they could pull money from. So it gave them access to get in the system and pull money from other places. So he was saying that was like the key in that kept you involved, per se. And then you could manipulate the system from there. So it was some shit like, I don't know.
Hey,
Gotta look
let's
into
get
it.
it, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, so shit like that. And then so like, but you're right. Where's my money?
Right. Then I heard Trump say we supposed to get some money.
$2,000, right?
Yeah.
And that should be per month.
Through.
Yeah. That's not one time. That's per month.
Per month?
Starting. Yeah, fuck that. Right?
Oh,
I don't want
shit.
just $2,000.
Yeah. What the
No.
fuck is it?
I need
What's that gonna
$2,000.
do?
I need $2,000 a month
What is that gonna do?
for a
$2
few
grand?
years. Yeah. 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 That's where we're at.
That's gonna take care of one bill, and then you got
right.
other shit to worry about.
Well, that's just one thing. That's just money
Right.
that they found. Then we still got to get our birthright and all these other wealth transfers transferred to us. So we'll be getting like $10,000 a month to be able to take care of our housing, take care of our stuff on a daily. figure out, and then we can figure out how to start moving that money and helping people and figuring shit out. And we're going to do it together. And we're going to get access to our TDA accounts. We're reinforcing all the wealth transfer shit. That's what we do here. Done.
Yeah. I tell you what, that shit need to happen fast.
It's happening fast. You see it. That's why we talked about it last week. The ISO 22, that went across the board, across the globe. So all the banks from there are shutting down. If you notice in your neighborhoods, banks have been shutting down for a few years. We've talked about it because they're not compliant. We're not going to need these banks anymore. This whole system is changing. We're changing it. You're seeing it in real time. Welcome to Babylon.
Hey, let's get it,
Babylon
bro.
is falling. Babylon must fall. Babylon must go.
Yeah. It's out of here. It's over. It's gone. It's leaving.
Babylon are done. Hey, did you hear about the Annapolis?
The who?
The Annapolis that's in the water?
The anomaly?
Yeah.
A new one?
No, it's the same one, but
Or that same one we've talked about a while back?
yeah.
Where it like came
And it's moving now.
It's moving again?
Yeah, from Africa.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So you know what that I think I'm starting to I remember at first I didn't kind of understand what you were talking about. I looked it up. We looked at some. What I'm starting to think it is
What's that?
those are the arcs. The arcs are going to rise out of the oceans. The arcs have been hidden in the oceans for whatever reason. I guess keep them hidden or whatever. I think those are the arcs that are going to appear. They said there's going to be like something like, I don't know if it's hundreds or if it's just like 12 or 15 arcs or something like that. They're going to just rise up out the ocean. They're going to be arcs. I don't know what they specifically do. I don't know the information behind that. Got to look that up. I got to do more research myself. I don't know very much, but I've been hearing about these arcs around the world that are going to rise out of the oceans or stuff like that. Some of them might even rise out of the ground in certain places. I'm not sure. But it could be that's one of the ones under the ocean that's going to come out. I don't know. Could be.
I don't know, but
Could
they
be.
saying it's long. Like we talking about the one before.
Right.
The first one, they say it's long, big.
It's bigger than something that shouldn't be there, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And they said something about the Northeast, the East Coast could get smashed.
If it moves too far this way.
Yeah, with waves and shit.
Right. Or if it surfaces, it'll drop some waves. It'll drop a tsunami on us probably if it's big enough.
Yeah, so I don't know what the hell to go off nowadays. Now I'm just
Yeah, I think there's contingency plans for stuff like that. I think if it does create a wave of some form, the right situation will involve itself and straighten it out. Because think about it, the last couple of times we've heard about earthquakes that have happened, and they said tsunamis are happening, and then nothing happened. Know what I mean? So think about it that way too. That there's some contingency plans. I think as quick as people can create problems, there's people that can erase those problems too.
bomb droppers.
They're called Earth Angels. Calm down, people.
Yeah, man, it's a lot of shit going on. Did you hear about that volcano
Yep.
that hasn't erupted? And
Yep. There's a few of them across the world, but yeah, there's one that erupted, I think, in India. There's one that erupted in China, I think, or something like that.
yeah, that's the one I read about.
Yeah.
In India.
Yeah, a couple people online are talking about that now that the 5D process has kind of finished or is right at the end of finishing, basically, the final, like the final push, even though we've been saying that for fucking 5 years, right? Is that this is where some of that energy has to be expelled, and so volcanoes might go off. There might be a few volcanoes go off that, like you're saying, have not gone off in forever in order to expel that energy out. But like I said, I don't think it's going to be such a big problem because they wouldn't put us in that type of problem right at this moment. You know what I mean? That'd be a catastrophe.
They were put in the problem.
That'd be a catastrophe moment. Why would that even need to happen? We're not resetting. We're not going to go to a reset moment. You see what I'm saying? That would be a resetting scenario. Is to have a couple of volcanoes blow out and then like actually cause a problem.
Yeah, but they don't have the control over that.
So no, we do though. We do though. That's part of our collective consciousness. We're connected to the earth. And so we can stop those things from happening. By hearing about it and understanding that that's something they want to do, we reinforce the negative of that. You see what I'm saying? Like they want it, we reinforce we don't need it. Done. You see what I'm saying? And then when we reinforce that, that stops them from even being able to use that.
Bomb droppers.
See what I'm saying? So collectively, we got to be negating their shit. Because, of course, they're going to try stuff.
But we're not on the same.
We're not going in with their bullshit.
We're not on the same path. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's why we got to get this out to more people. So if you know more people, tell them to come subscribe and check us out. Welcome to Awkward Intelligence.
For real. Because this,
people need this information.
It's sad, bro. Sad world we living in, man.
They're trying. They're trying to make it a sad world. You know, they're trying. They're pushing. But
it's like
we got to change that.
Every day is something, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Every day. You know, we got people not even speaking to each other.
Over politics and different things.
Even when you speak first, you say, hey, how you doing?
Right, that too, right? Just normal.
Motherfuckers don't even acknowledge you back.
Some people don't, yeah. Some people don't. They're just
like, so
minding their business.
What do you do about that? Should you start going to people like, hey, bro, I just spoke to you?
No, you don't worry about it. You know you did right and you move forward. They'll have to deal with whatever they got to deal with.
That's what I say too.
Yeah.
That's what I say too. I feel like, fuck it, I did my part.
You did your part. You can't control their free will.
Right.
Their free will is to not say nothing to you. That's just it. The more you try to control it, the more it's gonna. You know what I mean? It's not. We know that. It's just gotta let it flow.
Yeah.
Eventually, think about it. As the collective changes, that all will change. Eventually, everybody will be saying what's up again. You know, and moving forward. But as long as you keep putting that into the collective, it'll continue to be reinforced. I do it, I do it myself. I always say excuse me and pardon me and,
right.
Please, thank you, things like that. I still try to say all those things because I want to be considerate of everybody. Everybody should be treated with some consideration, So, yeah, definitely. Something I've thought about lately, right, is like social awareness. I don't know what it's called specifically, or if it's social intelligence or something like that. It's basically like, I think I've talked about it on the show before. I don't remember where it was, but it's something like when you think about your space and what you're doing in the world and how much space you're taking up, and if you're in anybody's way, if there's anything going on, you know what I mean? Like there's some people who, like if they're in the grocery store, they just walk in the middle of the aisle and they just stay in the middle of the aisle no matter what they're doing.
Right.
But there's some people who know to move to the side because they're trying to be considerate to others.
Right.
Some people don't think about it that way. It's not that they're rude. It's not that they just don't think about it that way. And people say that if you actually think of it more about being considerate and how much space you take and how you are in relation to others and all these different things, they say that that's an emotional, not emotional, that's some type of intelligence that you have that's more like, you know what I mean, than people who don't. Obviously, they don't think about their space. They'll just stand anywhere or lean on things. They don't think about anything. I'm wondering, like, that has to be, obviously that's a superpower of some sort, I'm sure. And it, who knows how far that can expand out to what it can become. But that's just hyper awareness per se, I guess. It's like an awareness intelligence or something. I don't know. I gotta look into that. But I've always been that way ever since I was a kid. I don't know where that came from, but it's something I always thought about. Is I always think I'm, like how am I in relation to others? Not in a judgment way, but like I don't want to be rude to people. I don't want to lean into your space too much. I don't want to.
Right.
I don't want to overstep my boundaries.
Right. I don't want to wear out my welcome.
Right. I'm always conscious of those things. I'm not saying I'm worried or I'm thinking about it, but I'm conscious of those things actively in any given moment. Right. Even things like this with these interactions. I know not to, even if I get excited, I'm not going to swing out and smack you because I understand my space and I know where I can, you know what I mean? And I make sure I understand that so that I'm considerate to others. You know, it's like, you know, because you know,
I got you.
Sometimes you're sitting with people and then they're just fumbling around and elbowing you, and it's like, do you not see that I'm right here?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, because I'd be considerate. Like, if I need to move, I'd be like, yo, we good? Or, you know, like, I'm not trying to, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to fuck with your space.
I feel you.
You know? And so I've always felt like even at a young age, I had that for some reason. I don't know where it came from. I'm wondering, because like you think about it now, like I didn't think about it. I didn't think it was anything. I didn't think anything of it. It was just something I could do. You know, or something I did. I always paid attention to that. But I would always see that there's a lot of people that don't.
Right.
Because I do, I can see those people who don't, or don't think about it as much. They're not as acute. They're more just like flumbling around everywhere and then just kind of like, oh, I'm sorry, or oh, excuse me. You know, they're more reactive. I'm more proactive.
Right. Bomb droppers.
We're getting to the bottom of it, folks. Yeah, some people are reactive and some people are proactive. That sums it up a little better.
I'm the same way, bro.
Yeah.
I don't like to be in nobody's space. So, you know.
I can feel the energy and the tension, like when you've interrupted people and you've done, you know what I mean? Those things, I feel those energies.
Right.
You know? I feel those energies.
Right.
So yeah, it's I've always felt that way. I've always had that kind of acuteness for that, I guess. You know, I don't know what you call it. I'm not a scientist. I don't know the scientific term.
Shit, they don't know everything they damn self.
I know, right? We're learning that real fast.
They don't know every damn.
Aren't we learning that shit real fast? That science isn't really science. It's just a bunch of people saying a bunch of shit and we're believing it.
Right. Bomb droppers.
Just like history, folks. You know, it's just a bunch of people saying shit and we're believing it because that's what they're saying. Yeah, that's what they told me.
You know, right. Just like, who told you socks were socks?
Who told you that? Put on your socks.
Yeah. Put on your shirt.
My mother told me that.
Like,
put on your socks.
You ever think about is that,
like, why did it get that term sock?
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
Right.
Like, who created the sock?
Right. That's what I've been thinking about.
Where did this come from?
That's what I think about.
That's true.
I think about deep. Crazy shit.
That's deep.
But it's real shit. You know what I mean? Motherfucker be like, why you think about that? I'm like, there's something I want to know.
Well, yeah, just curious. Like,
you know?
Like we said, navigate your world. What are you curious about? What are you researching? What are you thinking? What are you looking up?
Right.
What's the work you're doing? You know? Where you at? Because are you proactive or are you reactive?
Hey, let's get it, bro.
Proactive, baby.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So that, yeah, I mean, that's the thing, you know, it's stuff, everybody's working on it. We're all not perfect people, you know, we're all working on different things, but it's having those questions and having those ideas and thinking about those things is what creates the intelligence. Right. If you're not thinking about any of that stuff, it doesn't mean you're unintelligent. It just means you're probably stronger somewhere else. You're you know what I mean? You're not that kind of intelligence. You got a different intelligence. That's it. Somewhere else, you're going to be probably higher in than others. You just have different abilities. That's all it is. You know, so quit trying to compare yourself to everybody and just get yourself together.
Bomb droppers.
Learn yourself. Who are you? Where you been? What's your backstory?
Tell people, find yourself.
Find yourself. I like it. Put that on a shirt.
Yeah.
Find yourself.
Find yourself. You trying to find Waldo and shit, you need to find yourself.
Boom.
Bomb droppers.
I like it.
That's facts though, man. Yeah, that's
makes sense.
Shit. I feel you, bro.
Makes sense.
I feel you. Gotta find yourself, folks.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what this has all become, you know, is like we said, gotta have those conversations with yourself. You gotta talk to them. You gotta think about it. You gotta go, damn, did I really do that? Okay, I can change that, or I can fix that, or no, I did good here. Okay, I can use that again, or whatever. You gotta have those conversations with yourself. You know, even if you have to have them out loud to yourself, whatever. Some people do it and it's called music. You know, some people do it and it's, you know, it's called something else or whatever. You know, they transmute those energies into other things, artistically.
Right.
through stories, through different things. It's like, everybody's transmuting their energy somehow. We're all creating something. Look at what we got here. 155 episodes. Come on, people. This is us putting our emotions, ideas, and thoughts and teachings and things into form. That way it's available on YouTube, Spotify, Amazon, all the different, podcast sites and stuff where you can get it audibly only. But you can come to Spotify, you can come to Amazon, you can come to YouTube, and you can get it visually.
Right.
And come see, and get that extra energy. Because audio is only going to give you so much, and there's nothing wrong with that. Some people only got time for audio, and that's why it exists, But if you want some visual stimulations, come say what's up. Come hang out with us. Come see what's happening.
I got one more thing I want to say, man.
Get it out. Let's go. Do it.
Which is kind of fucked up.
Oh, shit.
Let me see how you feel about this.
Uh-oh.
So, my girl got 2 kids, right?
Okay.
So, they don't have no father in their life.
Right.
I'm there. I stepped in. Right?
Yep.
Been down there 12 years, right?
I understand, yep.
Father don't come around, don't call, don't nothing, right? So finally, he just started talking to the oldest daughter.
Right.
Okay? You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to get him, get in between nobody parenting, you know what I mean? Do what you do, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So I guess she asked him for some money.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Yep.
And I guess she wanted to see
If he would do it.
yeah. So he did it. You know what I mean? He gave him $30,
Right.
shit like that, right? So I guess she didn't call him or reach out to him or whatever. This motherfucker went back to the Cashapp and request the money back.
What?
He requested the money back.
Wow.
Like, it wasn't no just one time thing. He just kept doing it back to back to back to back.
Petty shit.
Requesting. I'm like, bro, you ain't been in this girl life damn near 20 years.
Right. Toxic.
And you give her some money one time, and now you don't like the way what's going on, and you want the money back now?
Yeah. He's not, he doesn't have it together, man.
Then he went, that ain't even the kicker. The motherfucker went to her job.
Then he went looking for this thing?
He went to her job, bro.
Try to air her out?
I don't know. I don't know what he thinking. I don't know what's on his mind, bro.
Crazy.
I don't know what's on his mind.
Yeah.
I don't know if he want the bread back.
If you just want to have a conversation.
Right.
or what.
I don't know if you want to talk to her, be like, look, I gave you some money and you're supposed to respect me, give it back when I need it. I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know what the
fuck it
agreement was, right? Yeah.
But
True.
how you felt about that shit?
I think that's fucked up. I mean, I would have just gave that money and been like, it is what it is. I mean,
Right.
I don't, yeah,
You deserve this fucking money.
right.
For real, for real.
I wouldn't have worried about it.
You know what I mean? For all the times
Especially-
that I done missed.
Well, that tells you, if he was really genuine, he wouldn't worry about it.
Right.
That tells you he's not healed and he's not genuine.
Right.
Somebody who acts like that, I mean, that's somebody who's not got their emotions in control, doesn't know how to have conversations with people, just knows how to react, and that's it. Somebody's got to do some work. Got some work to do, buddy.
Damn.
Yeah. Got to get, because that's, you know what? Because that kind of brings it back to something. I was talking to somebody the other day, and I said, for most of my life, from what my parents taught me, have some respect for me as your parent and these things and whatever, and we follow along with our parents because we don't know any better. We just follow what they did, kind of a thing. We repeat the patterns per se, right? And so when you're trying to, put that whole parenting thing together, you don't realize what you're doing. And so I told this person, I said, you can't fix then, but you can fix right now. Mm-hmm. And so instead of always getting into it with your child because of whatever different situations that are happening. Just be their parent right now. Just be that parent they need, and forget the bullshit they're doing or whatever's going on, and just say, I'm just here to make sure you're good. I just want you to be good, and let's figure these things out, instead of always like, damn, I can't believe he did this, or I can't believe, you know what I mean? Like I didn't think about it that way until now. It took me some work to do, and I had to become more of a gentle parent. I've talked about that on the show, I've become more of I'm still at the, because I think sometimes we get lost in the fact that we think if we're more gentle, now we're giving in and we're being too, you know what I mean? Where it's like, no, you can be a gentle parent and still have strength and still have respect and still have, you know what I mean? Let's be, here's an example I gave. I said, think about a cop pulling someone over. The way it's supposed to work is that cop's supposed to go there, de-escalate the scenario, handle it, and move on. That's what's supposed to happen. We know what really happens because they don't de-escalate. They match energy and then over-push it, and it becomes a problem, right? I said, so if we take that same thing and we do that with our children, and we amplify and overdo their shit because we're matching their energies when they come at us, I said, we're going to get the same results. But if we become that de-escalator and say, wait a minute, what's going on here? Why is everybody getting wild? Let's take a pause or whatever, you know what I mean? Or let's think about what's happening here right now. Like, you're not going to talk like this. We're not going to talk like this. We're not going to do these things. Right. If we're more mature about it, we become the de-escalators of these scenarios, then we can advise, then we can grow, then we can work through things. But if all we're ever going to do with our children is argue back and forth because whatever scenarios, we're going to get nowhere.
That's why some of your kids are in a predicament that they in now.
Right. And we just didn't know no better. No one's ever told us shit like that. Like, my parents didn't talk to me like that. Right. I had to figure that out. You know what I mean? They weren't going, they weren't telling me parenting advice like that. They were just like, yo, that motherfucker fucks up. You better get him. You know what I mean? Like, those are the kind of things I was being told. I wasn't thinking of how I could do that in a different manner. It took me some time to work into that, and then learn it. And then I'm able to spew it back to the folks and give them some information. Somebody needs to hear that. It's like you're so used to dealing with people a certain way, you don't realize there's another way. Right. You're just not thinking of it because you're like, fuck, this is always a problem. I always got to deal with this. Instead of going, wait a minute, let's figure this out. Let's not all get all crazy about it. We just have to look at things differently, and de-escalate those scenarios and become the OGs, the elders, and the things in our kids and our people's lives, so that we can start to grow and learn and unlearn shit, because we're not going to get anywhere if we're just all fucking battling each other. It's just not going to work. I was kind of long-winded, but there it is.
I agree, though. It's cool. It's cool.
So, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, we just got to, we got to do better. That's what I said. We got to do better. We can't keep being these people. It's not getting us anywhere. We got to be better. So maybe that's what this episode should be called.
Got to do better.
As we wrap this thing up. We got to do better. Yeah. Yeah.
From parenting to
right, financial, spiritually,
physically, and emotion.
Boom.
Droppers, and damn, there's one more that I wanted to say. I forgot it.
I believe in you. You got it.
No, I forgot it.
I said, no, I don't.
I forgot it. But yeah.
Oh, shit. That was good, though. We had it. It was a good moment.
Got to. Got to do better, man.
Yeah, that's the bottom line. Bottom line is that's what we're working on. That's the progress. That's the work. That's the idea is be better every day. You know, look at yourself and go, you know, it's like when you see your people every day, you know, and instead of just going, hey, what's up? What are you up to? Just be like, did you help anybody today? How was your day? What'd you get up to? You know, what'd you do today? Did you help anybody?
Right.
So, you know, any moment you were in, you know, that you felt like you could, you know, be of service, you know, just in general, you know, and just change, you know, make people happy and do things and be, you know, whatever it is.
Yeah, make people think like, you know what? Let me go make somebody happy today.
Right.
Let me
just
go
becomes
do
a
that.
habit.
Right.
You know, that's why I say, like, you know, it's like if I'm out, you know, like here's a story I never told. We finish with this, I guess. One day, me and Mr. Prim were heading out to grab a bite to eat. And we had some stuff we were going to chat about. So we were like, let's go sit down somewhere and just have a bite to eat. As we're pulling into this restaurant, we're starting to walk up to the front. And we see, like, off to the side, there's kind of a small commotion in between a couple cars, right? And so we kind of look over like, what the hell's happening over here? It's an older lady. And she's holding her dog by the collar, and he's trying to run. And she's like in her back of her car, like the back seat. And we can't see at the time, but she's holding something else, and she's kind of like in between the dog and whatever else is going on in the car. And so we see she's having a little trouble. So we were like, whoa, do you need some help? You know, like, we're not going to just assume anything here. You know, we're like, do you need some help? She's like, yes, please, I'm struggling. So Mr. Prim runs up, grabs the dog, and holds the dog. And, you know, it's a smaller dog, you know, and then I'm seeing like what she's doing. I'm going, you know, like, what is she having a problem with right here? You know, what's happening? The leash, she's trying to take him to the bathroom, and the leash is like stuck under one of the seats, so she can't pull it out. So we got stuck, and then the dog's trying to run off on her. So she got stuck in between that scenario. So now that we're loose, I was able to get under the seat real quick, and I was able to unlatch it. It just got stuck in there, you know, something. And so we pulled it out, leashed the dog up, gave it back to her, and she was able to go on about her day, you know. And it was just like something quick, you know, happened for real fast, and we were good, you know. And it was like, and it wasn't even like that's a true I helped somebody moment. Right. But somebody was in distress, and instead of me going, I could have said, she's on her own, you know. Could have been like, fuck that lady, or whatever. But I was like, we felt compelled, like, this is easy. Let's just handle this. You know, like, this is an easy scenario. I can handle this. Right. You know, so it's little things like that. Like, as you see somebody struggling with a cart, you know, trying to put their groceries away. Offer to give them a hand. Take a moment out of your day, you know, and think about it. Because doing things like that helps your soul, helps your idea. That's what we're here for. You know, we're here to just be good people, you know. So, yeah, that's my story.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice.
So, yeah, little stuff like that. You know, you don't think about it. Get yourselves together.
Yeah.
Just remember the song earlier? Said it's time to lock it in.
Lock it in. Lock in, folks.
Right. It's time to lock it in. So, yeah. With that, Awkward Intelligence, I'm Intox, along with
Bdot, baby.
And we're back, folks, next week for the anniversary. Come on. Awkward Intelligence.
Just smoking vibes.
This is Awkward Intelligence.
Just smoking vibes.